Hi everyone, this is Dr. 𝐜𝐴𝐺'𝐵. Today, I want to talk to you about your inner critic. Yes, the inner judgment, the inner dialogue you have that seems to always put you down. Here's what inner critic tends to say. You're such a mess. You're always behind. You're never doing it right. You're such a failure. No one will like you. People are happy to leave you. Nothing good will happen to you. And when your inner critic says these mean things, you tend to blame yourself for any mistake that happens, any imperfection, any shortcoming. You tend to feel overwhelmed, guilty, sad. You tend to compare yourself to other people and think they're doing great and you're doing so poorly. And then you have a hard time asking for help. You see, your inner critic is not your friend. Your inner critic is not telling you the truth. It's not keeping you in check. It's not there to motivate you. It is not the reason why you have been successful. Because the truth is, your inner critic is actually hijacking your happiness and joy. It is getting in your own way. And there are ways you can turn your inner critic into an inner soother. I understand we are going to have judgmental thoughts. All of our thoughts are not going to be super healthy, the right thoughts or the positive ones. But I do want you to start knowing that when you have a judgmental thought, you don't have to encourage it. You don't have to reinforce it, and you sure don't have to believe in it. The inner soother in us are the kind, positive, patient thoughts we can have. It's like a good friend. I want you to start being your loudest cheerleader instead of your biggest enemy. Here are 3 steps you can take to turn your inner critic to an inner soother. So step number 1 is to learn to notice and recognize when you're having these mean critical thoughts, self-judgmental thoughts. Because the truth is, by now, these thoughts have become a second nature. They might be happening from the first thing in the morning till the end of the day. So we really want to start noticing and catching when our inner critic is in the driver's seat and is talking to us and saying all these mean things. And when you notice it, I want you to move on to step number 2 and make an active effort to distance yourself from those thoughts. Like I said, those thoughts may come up, but it doesn't mean we have to engage in them. I don't want you to get more disappointed in yourself for having mean, negative thoughts. I want you to accept that this will happen, that they've been around for a while, so it's normal for them to make a visit again. And then the 3rd step is to learn to challenge them and reframe them. When you have a mean thoughts like you're always doing things wrong, then you might want to start challenging it and asking yourself, am I always doing things wrong? When was something good I did recently? And start to show evidences against this inner critical thought. What we really want to do is change the wording of it. If you really get stuck, one of my favorite tools is to pretend and imagine that someone you love is having the same mean thoughts that you're having at the moment. And then ask yourself, how would you help them out? If your loved one, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mother, your sister, were to have a thought like, nobody likes me, how would you help them out? How would you help them soothe themselves? And then you take that response and you say it to yourself. Because I do want you to know that you're deserving of feeling worthy and loved. And there are ways that the way you're thinking is affecting the way you feel. So I want you to share with me in the comments below if you have ever struggled with inner critic, what that looks like, and then let me know if any of these steps will help you. I also want to remind you to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of my latest episode. If you'd like to connect with me on Facebook and Instagram, these are my handles. And I'll see you in the next episode.